Welcome everybody back to Bitcube's server. Well, we're currently on Bitcube's land, as you can see in my background. And we are here because I'm gonna explain some stuff. We are here in the Redstone series, of course. This series is all about Redstone. So I'm gonna explain how things work and what I use to make, for example, nice attractions and gambling games and such. So currently the biggest thing I currently use in Minecraft are randomizers. I've built them here. So I used in the old days a very simple randomizer, and that was this one. This is the Randomizer 4.0. Well, I call it 4.0. Basically, it was the first randomizer I ever used before anything else came out. So this randomizer I use, for example, for the Wheel of Fortune and such. And when you want a random output, you simply click the button on top or power the above ring. And when it does that, it will automatically output a signal for a short period of time. Well, the button will skip, of course, but you can also make it more easy by creating a small pulse. A small pulse is easy to do, as you simply need to add a, let me see, a sticky piston upwards with a block on top. Oh, other block, that one. Simply power it. I normally use a repeater, but in this case I use a comparator, because a comparator ticks faster than a repeater, in my opinion. So basically, if I put a button here, it only gives a short pulse. See? It flickered on, that one. If I do it again, this was the back one. Anyways, if you want to make this signal longer, put one behind, take some repeaters on both sides, and make the same system. Put them all on full ticks, and then press the button. See? It now triggered it longer, but one single thing at most. Well, basically, this is an old crappy system I used before, and it was such a random system that is basically not usable for attractions and such, that depends on a single output instead of two at the same time. So what I came up with that back then is this one. It's dependent on user input, and it's randomized if it's on or off. Oops. So what this basically does, it is a hopper loop, and the hopper loop keeps turning this thing on and off. Currently it has 25% chance of winning, and you can change that to 50 by removing two pistons and changing this to two pistons inside each other. And when the user presses the button, if it's on, it will trigger, if it's off, not. See? We have one output, I triggered in time. There is a possibility that if this is on, when you press it, it keeps it off. So you can change this even better. Well, we'll lower the chance by adding more hoppers to the system. It works, but it works a little bit annoying. When the droppers came out, I removed every other system and moved to this one. Basically, this is the shortest and smallest thing I made ever, and it simply used one hopper, one dropper, a comparator, and some redstone. I currently place these lamps to give a signal showcase. Anyways, inside this one, you can configure how much chance you have for it to trigger a prize or to trigger a stop or anything else. Basically, you have the redstone over here, which is no win, and the diamond sword, which is a win. So currently it's 50-50 chance that you get it on or off. So if I press this, oh, whoops, you can see I have a win here. It triggered this one, and it will only trigger this one if it shoots the diamond sword. When I click it again, oh, I have a win again. And now I don't have. See? It only triggered the first one, which is this button. So as you can see, you can create randomizers this way. And you can stack these randomizers. So, for example, in my new attraction that I'm currently building in the arcade district, which is still closed, of course, we have a stack of randomizers on top of each other, which depends how strong you are. It's a bit strange, but well, it works. Anyways, if you want to higher the fail chance, simply put anything like this, and now it's 1 in 9 chance to win, and the other side no. So if I press this button, I don't win. And again, I don't win, and I can keep doing this. And as you can see, most of the time I get a fail. And it's a very small chance. Hey, I won. Anyways, it's a very small chance. Oh, twice behind each other. But you can't keep doing it, but as you can see, it will stack up. So, what you need to do to fix this issue is use different items that do not stack with each other. What I normally do is take different color wool and put them in all the slots. And I can use other blocks as well. Simply put the other blocks in. What you now have is a solid, and it stays this way, system that only gives you 1 in 9 chance. If you want to give more chance, simply remove some blocks and change it to this. Now it's a 1 in 3 chance that you win. So if I press this button, no. Yay, I won. Because the diamond sword does not stack, it keeps it in separate slots. And for the wool and other such, they cannot stack each other, so they will go back to the spot they were originally there. You can also make it more easy by just simply, for example, 2 swords, 1 redstone, gives you a chance of 2 out of 3 that you will win. You can also turn it around by 3 different items and 1 sword. Now it's 1 in 4th chance, 1 in 2, 1 in 3 chance, and so on. So basically, this way you can configure a randomizer. And if you want to know how to stack it, simply take the dropper, put it at the end, drop on top, and well, simply do this. And basically what I used to do is make a load of randomizers, but well, basically worked, so you can create whatever you want. I just created a big load of randomizers, but anyways, this way you can output a random signal for long distances. And the random signal you have is basically a loop around. So if I do this one and I keep this one like it is, I make this one 1 in 2, so like this, and then this do the same, and for this do the same again. Now we have 4 checks we go through. And what this basically does is it checks if its signal ends. If signal doesn't end, or it gets stuck somewhere, you check where the latest signal came from. So what I usually do when I create some loop like this, I take the output from it. So if it gets the signal here, and this one doesn't get triggered, I make sure to compare it and see if the signal doesn't get sent. So if this one isn't triggered, it takes this one output, and if this one is triggered, it blocks this output. As simple as that. So let's trigger this one. Let's see what happens. Where's the start? Over here. If I press this one, we are not lucky at the first try. Still not lucky. Still not lucky. Still not lucky. Let's up the chances. Hop. First one, second one triggered, not the third one. Third one was a lose because I did not put a comparator down. My bad. Anyways, second one is triggered. Third one did not trigger. And as you can see, it's still here, so I basically lose. And you can keep trying it. So, second one, still not the third one. So, no, fail, win, win, and nothing. It takes some time to go through the system, so please note that it's not instant. But you can keep pressing this button over and over again, and it gives a random output every time again. So you can use a single one, or you can stack them to make it bigger and make more random outputs. For example, you can make a random image generator or a random icon generator or such with this system, or show random text, or output random text using command blocks and search using this system. So basically these are the randomizers I used. And well, if you want to see it in action, I will record soon a sneak preview of the arcade district. And let's go there now. Here we are again. I'm currently in the arcade district. Ignore the rest of these things because it's still being built and such. And this one is broken, of course. This is a horse riding one. Well, basically it's broken. It doesn't get output the signal right, and it keeps looping, so I'm working on it. Anyways, this is the machine what I was talking about. Well, it's basically a hammer, and when you hit it with your hand, you push the button, and you can see a rank that you are given. And you can see that if you are a hero or a superhero, you get rewards, and it will spit out of these one. This one works with command blocks and with comparing stuff. The only thing why I use command blocks is to give an output signal to up here, and otherwise nothing. The rest all is basic redstone, so you can make it without command blocks, of course. So yeah, if you make it without command blocks, you know. As you can see, I made it for 2 coins. So I have game coins here. I put one in, nothing happens. Put the second one in. As you can hear, it switches, and you can see the light turns on. And for that way, I can press the button. Oh, I'm too weak. I'm gonna turn it now, try it again. And I'm a teenager. Oh, I'm not a teenager anymore, so let me try that again. And I press the button, and I'm weak man. It's terrible. Let me try that again. Ah, damn it. Seriously? I jumped this time, and I'm still a weak man. Well, I have 4 coins left. Let's just make it empty. Too weak. Teenager, okay. Well, it's definitely possible to win. Last time I tried this, I won the hero one, so it's basically a randomizer behind it, so it's just for fun, of course. So let's take a look in the redstone, which is basically underneath here, if I can enter it. It's just like a maze. Basically, this is the coin slot system, which will trigger here. And then make sure that you cannot put more coins in after you put a coin in. 2 coins in. So it blocks the system off. And it triggers this whole area. And when you trigger it, the button, well, when you press the button, it will power this one, which is going to the randomizer area. And as you can see, the randomizer area is like this one. And what I did is check a redstone. So, yeah. This command block sets a redstone block on the area where it needs to go. So, it's a bit of a maze here. But anyways, this is basically the redstone system I use. It's 50-50 chance for each one, as you can see. And it triggers the first one. And if the first one reaches the second one, it triggers the second one, and so on. So it does that. It just keeps triggering until it reaches the end. So it's basically a stacked randomizer, which automatically goes up. So yeah, I will show you guys what happens when I win. So I'm gonna keep trying to record while I keep trying, and I will skip the video forward if I keep losing. But for me to get some coins, I just get some coins. Let's see how many coins I need for a prize. 2, it's even better. have prize already. I'm a hero. Yay! There's my prize dropping. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's lowering. It's lowering. And there it goes. I have it. 2 game tickets. Woohoo! Basically, this one is triggering, so as you can see, it triggers, and to make sure it triggers it right. So this one triggers this one, going into this one, and it will trigger the other one here for a pulse. Yeah, well, basically triggers the lights, and triggers the same thing here. So basically, it triggers it twice. 1 times reward, 2 times reward. And as you can see, the 2 times reward will be even more tickets at once. Well, that's my randomizer. I hope you liked it, and I see y'all next time. And for the arcade district, when I'm a little bit further with making stuff, I will showcase them each one individually on videos. So, thanks for watching. See y'all next time. Good luck!